We are going to start in turned out squat today. So go ahead and come on up to standing. You're going to step with your toes turned out to 11 and 1, feet slightly wider than hips distance. Pull your waist in nice and tight. Let's just take a deep breath. Breathe it up right here. Inhale. Exhale, reach it out. One more time. Go inhale. Exhale, reach it out. Take your hands to prayer. Sink your hips down nice and low. Now drive through those heels so that your toes are nice and light, and take it down an inch and up an inch. Go down and up. Drop your shoulders out of your ears. Push your thumbs into your sternum. I always like to think of that kind of push of your thumbs here to help you to lift through your chest, and then to really allow you to drop your tailbone down and find that nice neutral spine right here off the bat. Now pick it up. Go down and down. Little tiny movements right here. Pulse it out. Go low and low. Drive through those heels. Warm up the backs of the legs. Get that whole back body to fire up right off the bat. You go 8, 7, 6, 5. Go 4, 3, 2. Let's take it tall. You take it down. Lift high. Push those arms back behind you. Get them warmed up as well. Feel those triceps start to fire. Go low to high. Low. Come to those toes. Low. Releve. Down. Roll through your feet. And up. Low to high. 4 more like that. Then we're going to take it to single legs right here. 2 more. Last one. Keep your heels down. Right leg lifts. Go down and lift. Drive through that standing heel. As your left leg pushes down into the floor, you bend and reach. Bend and lift. 4, 3. Squeeze through that seat on that other side. Other side right here. Switch it. Left leg lifts and lift. Down and squeeze. Stand straight up. You're not tipping over. And lift. 4 more. Go 2. Last one. Hold it low. Just pulse it down and down. Sink those hips a little lower. Maybe reach your arms all the way out. Push those thumbs away from you. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Zip your legs up together, heels together, toes apart. Hover your heels off the floor. Bend your knees. Pulse it out. Down and down. Right into narrow V. So right off the bat today, we've got 3 sets of thigh work to start our class today. We just did turned out squat. That was your warm up. Now we're coming right into narrow V. I'm going to take it into curtsy lunge. So in your narrow V, squeeze through your heel. Push even weight through big toe and pinky toe. Squeeze through your heels even more. Now drop your hips a little bit lower. Make sure that your shoulders are still over your hips. Make sure that your waist is pulling in. Hands start at your waist so that you can really roll those shoulders back and down. We're challenging our balance here as well. 4 more. So 3, 2, hold that squeeze. Reach your right hand up overhead. Squeeze through your heels. You're going to take it all the way down and all the way up. Squeeze. Switch arms. Go down for 2, all the way up and switch. Take it down and down. Keep your torso nice and center. Down and down. All the way up and switch. Low. Zip up through the inner thigh. Take it down and down. And up 1 more time to each side. And lift. Last one. Come back through the center. Plant your heels to the floor. Bend your knees. I'm going to turn on profile. Sit your hips back. Slide your right foot back behind you. Hover your heel. Hover your knee off the floor right into curtsy lunge. Take your hands back to prayer and pulse it out. Maybe even take your arms overhead. Take it down and down, low and low. Drive through that front heel to really get weight into that front heel as you come into your curtsy lunge. Yes, knees are turned away from one another, but you've still got a lot of weight into that left heel, and then big toe and pinky toe of your right foot. Okay, we have a tendency on that back leg to want to roll to the inside. Don't let that happen. Stay even between both sides of your foot. I am sitting here in my bedroom right now, got the windows open. It feels like fall. It is so cool outside today. Not gonna lie, it's kind of nice and refreshing. I don't mind it, but it's kind of freaking me out. It feels like fall. It's like summer is going away from us too quickly. Sink those hips a little lower. Now hold it nice and low. Just hold. Just hold and breathe. We're gonna change this up right here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You hold 4, 3, 2, hands to prayer if you're not already there. Lean your weight into your front thigh. Hover your back toe up off of the floor. Hover it there. Hover, then take it all the way up to passe. Your knee comes all the way up, toe comes to the inside of your knee. Hold here in your passe, balance. Slide it back. Come back to your curtsy lunge. Again, nice and slow. Drag your knee all the way up, stand tall, and all the way back down. Let's pick it up. Go up and back and back. Lift. This is your balance challenge for the day. Sink it back, lift it up, and back on this next one, hold it at the top. Hold right here. Reach your leg out in front of me, out in front of you, not me, and lift it up. Go up, reach those arms overhead, stack shoulders over hips. Don't let your torso fall back. You're standing up nice and tall, reaching that leg as far away from you as you possibly can. Everything is in turnout to start. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Hold that reach out. Can you stand up a little taller? Slide your heels back together, back to that narrow V. Hands come to prayer. Sink it down and down. Now you're even warmer. You're gonna get those hips a little bit lower because you've been here before. Squeeze your heels together. Sink it down and down. We're gonna take it to that 2 counts down, 2 counts up. But this time, we're gonna only come halfway up. So we're gonna stay low in the movement, a little different than where we were before. Now hold it at that low point. Reach your right fingertips up overhead. Drop your hips down for 2. Come halfway up, pause. Other arm, down and down. Come halfway up and pause, switch. Go down for 2. Come halfway up and switch, yes. Slide yourself down a wall, moving at your pace. So if that means you have to go a little bit more slowly than the beat of the music, that is perfectly fine because this is all about you staying in that perfect posture, sliding your torso down a wall. Don't let your shoulders come forward of your hips. It's about keeping your waist in. It's about reaching your arm away from you. Your arm reaches away as your hips slide down. There's your opposition. Now even out your sides. Take one more time, side to side, and then we'll hold it center. Come back to center, take it down and down, pulse it, 8, 7, 6. Can you get a little lower? 4, 3, 2, hold that squeeze. Drop your heels down, hinge your torso forward. This time, slide your left leg back. Weight is in your right heel. Knees are turned away from one another. Sink your hips and go down and down. Hands can stay at prayer, or you can reach them overhead. This is your choice, your challenge right here. Take it down nice and low. Think less about the up. It's all about that down. It's all about pushing your hips a little bit lower, dropping your knees a little bit closer to the floor. Keep your hips squared off to the wall in front of you. You have a tendency to want to pull that left hip back. Don't let that happen. Keep them nice and square. Go 8, 7, 6. We're going to hold it. 3, 2, hold it nice and low, hold it at that bottom point. Breathe, start to shift your weight forward, hover your back toe up off of the floor, take that hover, and then take it all the way up, come to your passe, toe to the inside of your knee. Slide it all the way back down to that curtsy lunge, all the way up, passe, find your balance. Slide it back, and lift it up to 2 counts. Go back, and lift. Channeling our inner ballerina this morning. Curtsy lunge and passe right here. Sink it down and lift it high. Really think about that standing leg plugging into your hip socket as you stand it up. If you lose your balance like I just did, you come out of it and you come back into it. We're all gonna get to that point at some point or another. We all lose our balance. Hold it up at the top. Hold and breathe. Stand nice and tall. Shoot your leg out in front of you. Reach it. Maybe reach those arms up overhead. Pulse it, standing single leg lift, and lift. Leg is long and straight, as long and straight as it can possibly be. Remember, don't let your shoulders come back behind your hips. You've got to stand up tall, find that neutral spine. Go 8, 7, 6, we're gonna take it to a hold. 4, 3, 2, hold that reach all the way out. It is the longest, straightest leg you can possibly maintain. Lift up a little taller. Set your foot down, come on down to your hands and knees. Knees under hips, hands underneath your shoulders, find your 90-degree bend. Tuck your toes, push the ball mounts of your toes down into the floor, and then hover your knees up off the mat. Find your tabletop plank. Feel that corset wrap around your midsection. You inhale, get longer. You exhale, everything wraps a little bit tighter. Feel like your sits bones are your tail lights. Your sits bones are widening, shining straight behind you, and then your collarbones are your headlights, shining out in front of you. Pull your waist in, feel that corset wrapping. Now start to drop those knees down for 4. Go 4, 3, 2, hold, elbows bend. 4, 3, 2, hold, knees. 4, 3, 2, elbows. 4, 3, 2, knees. So combo it. 4 knees, 4 elbows. The elbows are hugging in close. We're getting the triceps. Weight between your thumb and forefinger. Everything is working in this position right here. You've got core going on in your tabletop plank. You've got your upper body working. You've got your lower body working. Don't try to tell me you're not feeling those thighs right here. They should be burning. Give me 2 more sets right here. After that second set, hold it in stillness. Spread your collarbones nice and wide. Hold and breathe for 4, 3, 2, drop your knees to the mat, untuck your toes. Take a couple rounds of cat-cow, round and extend. Open up your chest. Hollow out through those abdominals. Inhale. And then come right back up. Push your shins down into the floor. Hug hip bone to hip bone in, reach your fingertips forward. Nice long spine, hinge it back for 2. And up for 2. One more like that, we're gonna add those arms. And take it up as you hinge it back. Open your arms out wide and squeeze them back to center. You are a nice long lever from your knees out to the crown of your head. Don't let your back arch. Keep it long, like there's a plank in front of you, a plank behind you. That's why we just did our tabletop plank, to get that corset wrapping so that you have that abdominal engagement, so that you can take it into your hinge right here. Now hold it on the back. Hold that all the way out and take it back an inch, up an inch. Go back and up. Nice and slow. We do not move fast in hinge because we have to find that control. If we start to move fast, we start to lose our control through our upper bodies, which is the last thing we want to happen. You want that plank to stay in position the entire time. Now think about coming up a little less every time. Think about pushing down through your shins, that's your foundation, and then think about energy lifting up through your inner thigh, like your inner thighs are spiraling in and back. And then your pelvic floor is lifting you all the way up. 2 more. Hold it on the back. Push your shins all the way down. Hold it on the back. Reach your fingertips forward and just row and reach. Just row. Can you come a little lower? This is a hold through those legs and reach. So stay nice and low. Maintain that strong position. You've got 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold that reach all the way out and take it back an inch and up an inch. Go back an inch and up an inch. This is it right here. You're getting lower. Coming up less every time. 3, 2, hold low. Hold it at that back position. Hold right there. Hug hip bone to hip bone in. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Hold 4, 3, 2, on 1. Reach your arms right overhead. Your hips come back over your knees. Step your left foot forward. Match it with your right. Step your left foot back, your right foot back. Take it up, up, down, down. Drive through your heels. Arms are overhead. Imagine you have weights in your hands. This is too much for your knees. Just hold. You got it, Susan. That lunge is perfect. That's where you should be. Last one with the left. Now lead with the right. Take it up, up, down, down. Lift and lower. Abs are in tight. We're gonna hold it at the top in just a moment. You guys are almost there. You gotta keep your core in tight the entire time. Last one to the right. Stay standing. Sink your hips down low. Push those arms back. Those hips go down, down, and down. Right into parallel squat. Final set of thigh work right here. So what are you gonna do with it? We have 2 minutes left. That's it. 2 minutes. So sink your hips a little bit lower. I know those legs are yelling at you. I know we've done a ton. You've got this. Pull your waist in a little bit tighter. Push those arms back behind you. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold here. Reach your thumbs together. Stand it all the way up. Lat pulls. You reach it down and lift. Parallel right here. So your feet are directly under your hips. They're like train tracks right underneath you. Our whole first half of class was in turnout. We got everything opened up. Now we're coming to parallel. We're feeling that energy through those inner thighs. We're feeling that even weight through the instep and the outside of your foot. Ride through those heels. 4 more. We're gonna hold it low. Last 2. Hold it nice and low. Take your hands back to prayer. Drop your hips down and down. This is it to finish. You've got a ton of repetitions right here, so you can do it. You can sink a little bit lower. You can push through it, because this is it. You've got this in a hold. That's it. This, your hold, and then we get to stretch it out. Sink it down even more. See if you can wiggle your toes. Make sure your weight is in your heels. Make sure your knees are tracking straight forward right here. Now hold right here, hold. Pull your waist in, lift your torso a little bit more. Pull your waist in towards your spine, drop your tailbone down. Yes, Susan, I love the challenge. Maybe reach your arms up overhead if that is in your practice this morning. Shoulders out of your ears, open everything up, and you hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stand it up. Nice job, ladies. 20 minutes of thighs, and really today was like full thigh work. I mean, the only tiny break you got was in that tabletop plank. Go ahead and take your hands back towards that outside foot. Push your foot into your hand. Draw your hips up to your ribs. 20 minutes of thighs is no joke. That is a lot of thigh work. So you guys did it. Awesome start to the day. Go ahead and take it forward. Drive your heel into the floor. Sit your hips back. Really think about a nice long spine here. Take both hands to the outside or the inside leg, that bent knee, and then round it down and flatten out once again. Notice how you can get a little deeper when you flatten out. Push your front foot down into the floor. Shift your weight forward and drive through your back heel to release through that calf. And then stack it up, switch sides. Opposite foot into your hand, push your foot into your hand, draw your hip up to your ribs, and then take it forward, drive your heel down, sink your hips back, both hands to that bent knee, round it down, get a little deeper, and then inhale, flatten out, widen your sits bones behind you, nice long spine. Push your foot down to the floor, shift your weight forward, drive your back heel down. Stack it all the way up. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath, breathe it in, swan dive it down, forward fold. Head hangs nice and heavy to the floor. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. And then stack your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing to come up. Roll those shoulders back and keep them there. That's where we want them to be. Have an absolutely wonderful Tuesday. I'm back tomorrow morning. I teach in person. I think there's maybe one spot left in Vernon Hills tomorrow. Would love to see you at 9. Otherwise, you can join me virtually as well. I'll see you guys.